Welcome to my channel Education by Haneet. So children, today we will be covering the third chapter of our book Kaveri, Winds of Change. Okay. Now, this chapter is about Pankha, fan, right? The fan which you have in your home, the ceiling fan, and there is another fan, hand fan. Okay, so we will be talking about the hand fan in this chapter. So, this chapter will explore the evolution of the traditional Indian hand fan which is known as Pankha in Hindi. Then it also highlights how modernity and electric fans shifted these handmade, culturally rich artifacts from everyday utility to decorative craft items, emphasizing the importance of preserving our heritage. Okay, so what happened is earlier there were no ceiling fans, there were no electric fans. The people used to cool them with the hand fan only. So now, but these hand fans have just become a heritage item, the culturally rich artifacts which now people are using as decorative items. So they decorated and they paste them on the walls to decorate their houses. So now they are just the artifacts, right? But earlier they were so useful. Whenever you are feeling hot, the people used to you know use that hand fan and they will cool themselves. Okay, so this is the story how the evolution, okay, from a hand fan to the electric fan, how the things changed. So that is why this chapter is also named as Winds of Change, because it highlights not only the breeze that is produced by the hand fan, but metaphorically, if we will refer, it refers to the evolution of the pankhas from everyday utility to decorative items with the advent of technology. Okay, so we will be going through about all these things in this chapter, and I will be explaining you this chapter in English, because whenever you will go and sit in the exam, you will need this English only, because you have to write your answers in English. Okay, so there is no point of explaining everything in detail in Hindi, right? We'll be basically using English language only to make you understand better, so that you can write better in your exams and you can score better, right? So now, before starting the chapter, let's do this reflect and respond exercise. The first question: does anyone in your family use a hand fan? What do you call in your language? What it is made of? So if you can simply answer this question that yes, earlier our grandmothers, they used to use this hand fans. Okay, so maybe you have seen in your homes as well. And what do you call it in your language? You will tell me this in the comment section, right? And these are mainly made up of bamboo, okay, and they are eco-friendly with zero electricity cooling solutions, right? Now the second question: work in pairs. Study the pictures given below carefully and complete the information. Discuss your answers with the classmates and teachers. So you have to fill this table, okay? So let's do this. So you can see the first fan, this one. So this is from the state of Assam, and you have to mention the shape. So shape you will mention circular, okay? And this is also foldable, right? Then if you will see the next one, this is of Kerala's, then semicircular shape, okay? Then the third one is from Uttar Pradesh, and it is square, or you can also maybe they will have some other versions of rectangular shape as well, but this one is square, okay? Then I will provide you the answers as well in the written form, don't worry. Then it is made up of bamboo. This one is made up of bamboo. This one, the semicircular one, is made up of palm leaf, because in Kerala you will find them the most. Then this one is made from moonj grass, okay, not from bamboo. The third one: work in pairs. Match the underlined words in column 1 with their meanings in column 2 given on the next page. Share answers with the classmates and teacher. So it's saying, I visited the craft fair yesterday. It was a wonderful experience. Each indigenous articraft was an innovative creation of industrious craftspersons with its intricate design. It invoked a sense of respect for the initiatives taken by the government to showcase them. Now we have to tell the meaning of these underlined words. Okay. So we will see the first word, indigenous. So the answer of indigenous will be local. Okay, from where it originated. Okay. Then innovative. Innovative is new and original in approach. The fifth one. Industrious. Industrious means hardworking. Okay. Intricate. Intricate is elaborate, detailed. Right. Invoked. Invoked is brought out. Third option. Then initiative is actions to improve a situation. Right. Now let's start the chapter. The word punkha or pankha originates from the word pank, which means feather of a bird. Okay, pankha is used to refer to all fans, whereas the word pankhi denotes a small plumed fan used in ancient India. Okay, so we will not call the hand fan, which we have seen in the picture, pankha. We will call it pankhi. Okay, then evidence of the existence and use of pankhi in India can be found in Buddhist wall paintings at Ajanta. These wall paintings date back to the 2nd century CE, Common Era. Other representations of the punkha can be found in embroidery work, sculptures, and carvings. In ancient times, punkhas were used in temples to fan deities. They were also used in royal courts to fan kings. Punkhas varied in size from a tiny 2-inch one to large ones requiring a person's full arm strength to move them. Okay, so let's understand this paragraph first. So here the meaning of plumed is decorated with feathers. Okay, small plumed fan, right? Now here it's saying that the origin and the use of the word pankha is explained in this whole paragraph. Then it comes they say it comes from the word punk. Punk means bird's feather. Okay, showing that early fans were inspired by bird feathers. Then the term pankha refers to all types of fan, while pankhi was a smaller feathered fan used in ancient times, the hand fan, the plume fan. Okay. Then the passage also provides historical evidence of Pankhas through Ajanta cave paintings, which are of 2nd century, and other forms like embroidery and sculptures. Right? It also explains the importance in ancient India, where they were used in temples to fan deities. Okay, now this was as a mark of respect. The people used to fan deities. Okay, and also in royal courts to serve kings. If you have seen Mahabharata or Ramayana, you must have seen that the Raja is sitting there in the middle, and the ladies are they are doing this using this hand fan, the big hand fans, to give them breeze. So this is as a mark of respect, and also because these were the only solutions to get the breeze at that time. That is why. So it was also a mark of respect. Then the pankhas varied in size from a tiny 2-inch one to large ones requiring a person's full arm strength. Okay, so the large ones you must have seen in those Ramayana and Mahabharata to fan the kings. Then overall this passage will talk about highlights the cultural and historical significance of pankha in ancient Indian life. Right. Then next paragraph. Over time, pankhas became significant cultural goods distributed through trade routes. They were considered exotic and stylish, although there was substantial commonality in their use across India. Different villages and towns developed their own varieties of traditional pankhas. Okay, so different towns and villages have their own varieties and own names. As we have studied in the first question, that Kerala has another fan, then Uttar Pradesh has another fan, right? Assam has another one. So they have their different names as well, and they are made of different materials also. Okay, then they say each place developed pankhas with distinct materials or a variety of intricate designs that set them apart from one another. Bamboo, cane, palm leaves, silk, brass, then leather and silver pankhas with decorative beads and stones were used depending on geographies, cultures, and traditional rituals. So whatever is available there in good quantity, they will make the pankha of that item. Like in Kerala, the pankha is made from palm leaf, okay, because that is available there in plenty, right? Then let's go through this paragraph now. So now pankhas are shown as not just useful objects here, but also important cultural items that were traded across regions. Okay. Then they become popular because of the unique and attractive designs. Although pankhas were commonly used across India, each region developed its own special style using local materials and artistic designs. They gave it a new look, a creative look. This made every type of pankha unique. Then different materials like bamboo, silk, metal, leather were used depending on the place and culture. Then decoration like beads and stones added beauty to them. Overall, the passage highlights the diversity, creativity, and cultural importance of pankha in different parts of India. Okay. Then the next paragraph. In modern times, the use of pankhas has been restricted to decorative purposes, and they have become traditional craft items in India. So now we are talking about the modern times, right? The structure of each fan reflects the cultural core of the region that crafts it. For instance, the applique hand fan of Rajasthan is an antique pankha made of pieces of fabric in different shapes and patterns, onto another cloth with the use of ornamental needlework. Furthermore, the Zardozi hand fan of Rajasthan differs in its use of glittering, ornate, and encrusted gold threadwork. Encrusted means covered or decorated. In Rajasthan, temple hand fans are popular too. These are made by engraving brass and having a long handle. The painted hand fan, a cardboard pankha featuring various images, is usually offered to gods. Okay, so here you can see all these fans. So this one is applique hand fan from Rajasthan. This is Zardozi hand fan. See how beautiful they are, and they have a lot of work on them, embroidery, right? Then this is this is also from Rajasthan, right? So all these fans are from Rajasthan. Now let's understand this paragraph first. Now here it's saying in modern times the use of pankhas has just been restricted to decorative purposes because we have so many options available. Electric fans, the ceiling fans, the hand fans are now not popular. ACs you have, coolers people have. So hand fans are not available, and then most of the places the electricity also don't go because there is a lot of power backup nowadays, right? So many people they don't use it. So this is now mainly used for decorative purposes, and they have become traditional craft items in India. Okay. Now they are saying the structure of each fan reflects the cultural core, right, of the region that crafts it. Now each area creates fan in its unique style, right, showing its tradition and artistic skill. So the culture is displayed there. Then, for instance, they are saying, for example, the applique hand fan of Rajasthan is an antique pankha made of pieces of fabric in different shapes and patterns, swing onto another cloth with the use of ornamental needlework. Okay, now here they are giving the example of Rajasthan where different types of decorative fans are made. So the first one they're talking about is about the applique fan, which is made by stitching colorful fabric pieces, and then they're also talking about the Zardozi fan, right? So applique fan we have already read that they are made of pieces fabric in different shapes and patterns sewn onto another cloth with the use of ornamental needlework. Then Zardozi hand fan of Rajasthan differs in its use of glittering, ornate, and encrusted gold handwork. Okay, so the Zardozi fan is decorated with shining gold threadwork. Then they are saying in Rajasthan, temple hand fans are popular too. So temple fans are made up of engraved brass and painted cardboard fans offered to gods, and these are offered to God, and this is very common. Okay. Then they say that the painted hand fan, a cardboard pankha featuring various images, is usually offered to gods. So here you can see this is painted hand fan, and you can see the image of God is also displayed over here. See here in this one, you can see Krishna ji, right? So this passage clearly highlights that how pankhas are not just functional items but also artistic and cultural expressions that represent the identity of a region. Okay. Now the next paragraph. The adjoining state of Gujarat has its own indigenous take on pankhas. These hand fans are elegant, pure cotton based fans embellished with mirror work. The beads hand fan is covered with colorful beads and has a silver handle. Gujarat is a center for beadcraft in India, and these dainty pankhas are commonly used as wall decorations. Kutch is recognized for its hand-stitched leather hand fans decorated with thread and wool as its seams. Gujarat's industrious home-based women workers have worked tirelessly in the handicraft of pankha making to produce embroidered hand fans with traditional mirror work and cross-stitch embroidery in different shapes and sizes. Okay. Now let's understand what this paragraph is all about. Now, if we talk about this in here, the adjoining state of Gujarat, adjoining means neighboring state. Okay, the neighboring state of Gujarat from Rajasthan has its own indigenous take on Pankha. Now, indigenous is local native. Okay, so now here they are saying that in this passage, the variety and beauty of pankhas from different regions is described. Okay, now they are saying because earlier we have in the last paragraph we have read about Rajasthan. Now Gujarat is the neighboring state of Rajasthan. So Gujarat is known for its unique styles such as cotton-based fans with mirror work, bead-decorated fan with silver handles, and leather fans from Kutch. Okay, now the hard-working women here play an important role in making these decorative and artistic fans using mirror work and cross stitch patterns. Okay. Now these delicate fans are also used to decorate walls. Now, okay, so they are saying us that they are telling that these are used to decorate walls. Okay. Now if we'll see here, see here, this is embroidery hand fan of Gujarat. Then this is beads hand fan Gujarat, and this is mirror work hand fan. Okay, see how beautiful all these are, and these all belong to their own states, and the people who are are aware of these things, they easily recognize, okay, that this pankha is from Gujarat, so this is the handiwork of Rajasthan from Rajasthan. So the people easily differentiate. Okay. Now in the next paragraph they are telling us that artisans in Bengal make delicate pankhas from the beautiful milky white spongy center of the sola. The sola is a type of water grass. Okay. Then the palm leaf hand fans are locally referred to as tal pattar pankha. Tal pattar pankha. Okay. Then they are easy to carry and are perpetually kept as an article of possession in Bengali households. Perpetually means constant. Okay. So now here they are saying that they are also highlighting the pankhas made in Bengal. The artisans create delicate pankhas from sola. So sola, I've already told you, is a soft spongy type of uh, water grass. Okay, plant material. Then palm leaf fans are known as tal pattar pankha. Are commonly used and kept in home because they're light and easy to carry. Okay, and overall, if we'll see this paragraph also shows a rich diversity of traditional pankha making across India and the skill and dedication of artisans who keep this craft alive. Okay. Then the next paragraph. Other states in India have their own variations of fans as well. The far hand fan of Uttar Pradesh are adorned with pure gold, silver, zari silk, and satin frills. The large palm leaves of Odisha as well as Bihar's colorful and sturdy bamboo hand fans are all recognized across India due to their antiquity and rarity. Okay. Now, antiquity is distant past, right? Now, if we'll talk about this paragraph, so here the diversity of pankhas across different Indian states is highlighted. Each region had, and again the same thing is repeating, that each region has its own unique style and design based on local materials and traditions. So the far fans of Uttar Pradesh are richly decorated with gold, silver, zari, silk, and satin, making them look luxurious. Odisha's large palm leaves and Bihar's strong bamboo fans are also well known for their durability and colorful appearance. Okay. Then this whole paragraph will emphasize that the traditional fans are valued across India not only for their beauty but also for the ancient origin and uniqueness, because earlier only these were available to fan, right? Then the next paragraph. Many tribes in India have adopted this handicraft to make their own versions of the handheld fan. Materials such as grass and metal are embedded into the fans using bamboo sticks and grass. Cane and palm leaves are used, with silk and brass being reserved for antique pieces of these hand fans. The use of geometrical patterns and the white ink and red background combinations have helped the tribes create multiple beautifully designed pankhas. Now, Advent means arrival. Okay. Now, here they are explaining that the contribution of tribal communities to pankha making is also of great importance. They use natural materials like grass, cane, then palm leaves, and create unique designs with geometric patterns and color combinations. Okay. Then they are saying that materials such as grass and metal are embedded into the fan using bamboo stick and grass. Also, some special pankhas are made for using silk and brass showing the artistic richness. Then, however, the passage also points out that, and they also telling us about these geometrical patterns and the white ink and red background combinations have helped the tribes create multiple beautifully designed pankhas. So the tribes, if you have seen in movies, the tribes wear those white and red striped thing on their waist, also on their caps are also somewhat like that, their crowns. Okay, so the same thing they have displayed in their pankhas as well. Then the next paragraph says that with time and the advent of technology, advent means arrival of technology and innovative creations, the beautiful culture of pankhas runs the risk of slowly losing its presence among Indians. Once made for personal use, over time this handicraft has transformed into commercial business and now provides some form of livelihood to India's artisans. The slight increase in popularity and demand is significantly factored by the different versions of the pankha being crafted. Okay. Now, the passage also points out that with the arrival of modern technology and new inventions, traditional pankhas are slowly losing their importance in daily life. Earlier, they were made for personal use, but now they have become part of a business that provides income to artisans, livelihood or income. Then, despite the decline, okay, a slight increase in popularity, despite the decline, the demand for different creative versions of pankhas has helped keep the craft alive to some extent. Okay, in spite there is decline also. There is not much demand. The demand has been the slight increase in popularity and demand is significantly factored by the different versions of the pankha being crafted. So they are saying despite the decline, the demand for different creative versions of pankhas has held the craft alive to some extent. Still, the craft is alive. Otherwise, it might have died. The passage stresses both the cultural value of this art and the need to preserve it. Okay. Then the next paragraph says one of the first steps to preserve the essence of the craft is by celebrating pankhas and appreciating the culture, stories, and artistry that this handicraft invokes. This allows contemporary pankha makers to demonstrate their craft and regain its popularity. It also helps provide them with a commercial platform to create a sustainable livelihood. Initiatives such as Pankha making workshops both within and outside the handicraft exhibitions help spread awareness about the beauty and importance of this craft in Indian culture. Okay. So now here in the last paragraph they are saying that the importance of preserving the traditional craft. Preserving means usko banaye rakhna. Okay, the traditional craft of pankha making is emphasized. It suggests that by celebrating and appreciating pankhas, people can keep this culture alive. Okay, just by celebrating it and appreciating the culture, stories, and artistry, you can keep this art alive. Okay, it will not die. Then encouraging modern artisans to showcase their skills help in bringing back the popularity of pankhas. Providing them with business opportunities also supports their livelihood in a sustainable way. So if they will get the artisans will get good business opportunity and they will earn a good income. So they will do it in a sustainable way. They will obviously opt it. Okay, and the cultural heritage will go on. Then activities also they suggest that initiatives like and activities such as workshops, exhibitions play a key role in spreading awareness among people about the beauty and cultural importance of pankhas. Overall, the whole passage highlights the need to protect and promote this traditional craft for future generations. Okay, so now here we come to the end of this chapter. Or let's also do this table. Check your understanding. Work in pairs to complete the table on Pankha. Share answers with the classmates and teacher. Okay, now here they are saying Rajasthan. If we'll talk about Rajasthan, so applique hand fan. Okay, now we have to complete the material used over here. So smaller pieces of fabric are sewn onto large base fabric. Okay. Then now here we have to fill. Gold thread is given. So if you remember, so gold thread was of again of Rajasthan, and then here you have to write Zardozi hand fan. Okay. Then the third one also Rajasthan, same Rajasthan. Okay. Same Rajasthan. I'm writing here R for Rajasthan. I will give the answers separately. Don't worry. Then temple hand fans. These are engraved on brass. Okay. Then here Gujarat mirror work hand fans. Now material uses pure cotton based fans decorated with mirror work. Right. Then beads where beads material was used in Gujarat. Beads hand fans. Okay. Then Kutch Gujarat leather hand fans. Leather decorated with thread and wool. Okay, then West Bengal solar hand fans. So solar hand fans are made with milky white spongy center of the sola, a plant material, right? A type of white grass. Then Uttar Pradesh far hand fans. The name was far. Then it is made of pure gold, silver, zari, silk and satin frills. Then Bihar bamboo hand fans made of bamboo. Okay, and this critical reflection I will make another video of this. Okay, now before we end this chapter, let's summarize it quickly. Now here if we'll see, this chapter not just literally refers to the breeze which is produced by the hand fan, which you when you will fan it, you will get some breeze. But it also refers to the evolution of the pankhas from everyday utility to decorative items with the advent of technology. Okay, and if we'll see, so this whole chapter gives an important message that traditional handcrafts need to be actively supported to prevent them from dying out. So, while modern technology threatens these indigenous arts, raising public awareness, then helping artisans thrive economically, ensuring the unique skills survive for future generations, we can keep this art alive. We must immediately, act to protect ancient, generationally past handmade crafts before modern machines replace them and erase our deep regional history forever. So this is our duty to keep all these cultural heritage alive. Okay, so here we come to the end of this chapter. Thank you.